Howdy folks, my name is Jonathan Keim. Here at CryptoCurrencyWire, we cover the latest news in the blockchain market while also helping innovators in the space reach large audiences in the mainstream, particularly those interested in finance. CryptoCurrencyWire is just one of 50 plus brands part of the Investor Brand Network, a platform that we've been developing for more than 15 years now. Collectively, these 50 plus brands have more than 2 million social media likes and followers, and when one of our clients or event partners has news, we offer direct reach to these audiences, as well as article syndication to thousands of news outlets such as Apple News and MarketWatch. If you want to reach new audiences with your next big announcement, or need a multifaceted communications plan that incorporates original content creation, visit us online at CryptoCurrencyWire.com. You can also get the latest news by following us on Twitter at CryptoNetWire.
Folks, welcome back to the Wild West Crypto Show. I'm Drew.
I'm Brent.
And we have us Jonathan with CryptoCurrencyWire. Jonathan, how are you doing?
Oh, super good. I'm so excited we got the time to actually redo our commercial. I'm looking forward to seeing that air.
Me too. Yeah, I'm glad y'all did that too. Needed to freshen it up a little bit. Let me tell you something. You've grown a lot more seasoned and, a lot better at your messages. And we have to show this advancement, man.
Yeah, I guess when I get on the show, I can't depend on the team that's more charismatic. I've had to kind of up my game.
Well, I mean, you've turned to main speaker content kind of
yeah,
stuff.
Exactly.
Although you told us you had a foot of snow in Ohio. My gosh. We're starting to work into straw hats slowly down here because it's gotten a lot warmer. But anyway.
Absolutely. Well, listen, let's dive into this. We work to accept crypto and will pay its landlords in crypto. Now, that's pretty interesting. Tell us about that.
It is. And for those unfamiliar with WeWork, they are most known for providing flexible shared workspaces for technology startups. The company is actually expected to go public here soon. It's also interesting that they want to retain crypto payments on the balance sheet rather than immediately converting them to another currency. Just kind of seems like WeWork is taking all the steps they can to use crypto just like cash.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's kind of MicroStrategy kind of a deal.
It is, and it makes sense because cryptocurrencies are appreciating and the dollars are...
Biden's printing that money, baby.
Exactly. Great story.
Well, let's see. The second one, 21.2 million U.S. adults own cryptocurrency. So that's not bad. 320 some odd million people in the U.S., probably only about 2 million of them truly adults, but we got 21.2 adults owning cryptocurrency. Talk about that one, Jonathan.
Sure. There are so many interesting statistics that can be derived from this survey. One of my favorite is that only 23% are labeled as disinterested in cryptocurrency. I also thought it was surprising that more than 50% of the crypto-curious investors are women. Of course, going back to the main headline, the best part of all of this is that there's a very large number of voters who have caught the crypto bug. Of course, this is a very good thing for all the long-term hodlers out there.
Well, we were having a meeting with some folks the other day talking about a variety of things, and I brought up the fact, if you remember, it's really kind of, are we going to be a centralized country or a decentralized country? Our founding fathers started us off as very decentralized. It was 13 colonies at the time.
Sure.
And, every state was in control of its state, and then those states had counties and townships, and then you had this very thin veneer of the federal government, okay? But kind of like a lot of evil things, it starts off real thin, and then it kind of grows, and then it adds this, and then it steals this, and next thing you know, it's kind of like the tick is about to kill the dog.
Well, and Jonathan, your comment about these are voters, new voters that are supportive of crypto, because the Biden administration, especially with Janet Yellen, and he said he supports her position on cryptocurrency, they're not real favorable to it. Now, they have put in a couple of people in the SEC that do like cryptocurrencies, but when the hierarchy up there doesn't like them, I love that the voters are embracing this because,
remember when we first started South Africa, when did South Africa?
Yes.
Voted in blockchain over the El Presidente, and he took his ill-gotten gains and left because he knew the party was over.
Yep.
So maybe the Biden administration kind of understands that about crypto.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get this last one here. 70% of central banks are nowhere near launching CBDCs. Jonathan, that actually headline shocked me. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we're used to hearing the other statistic where 90% of central banks are developing CBDCs. Just doesn't look like they're going to introduce any for quite some time. It's too bad they can't just take the easier route of forking off a crypto like Bitcoin and just letting their currencies be decentralized versus making things so complicated.
No kidding. And I was a little bit shocked. I read a report the other day that actually the friendliest and the most progressive in the CBDCs is the Bahamas, with the U.S. being number 18. And so even yesterday, we talked about it on our daily update, even Cuba is ahead of the United States in development of this.
Cuba with their 1957 cars, they're ahead of us.
Yeah. So that's really a bit of a disappointment, Jonathan, because in my opinion, the cow's out of the barn, and so those that don't go, I'm really concerned for the future of this country with us lagging so far behind the rest of the world, and it's not even the industrialized world.
Well, and a lot of it is Americans, if we can't tax the snot out of it, regulate the snot out of it, or just outright own it by the government or the cabal or the banks or whatever, then guess what? We're nowhere near launching.
Yeah, exactly. Jonathan, great stories. I love the continued growth that we see. It's exploding. And even the 21 million U.S. adults, which is, just a little over 5% of the population, boy, there's a lot of growth to go. Good stories, buddy.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed them. And then, of course, that 330 million doesn't include, when you think about so many kids and everybody else being included in that number, that 5% does grow.
Yeah, exactly. Jonathan, great stories. Appreciate it. We'll see you again next week.
Sounds good.
All right, folks, Wild West Crypto Show will be back here in 2 minutes.